Last summer, I bought myself a notebook. I don't know if you've also been in the same situation where you bought yourself one, almost as a performative act, and you thought to yourself, this is it. Today marks the day where I get my shit together and start journaling my life. Usually what ends up happening instead though, is that after a few days that same notebook starts collecting dust on the shelf. But surprisingly, this time I actually started using it every single day. Admittedly, on most days this consisted of a maximum of 3 sentences or a single to-do note. And while it became harder and harder to keep that habit going, I found an easier way to continue this journaling story, by journaling my life through music. I have established a very predictable pattern when it comes to following any kind of advice. At first I listen to it very carefully. Afterwards, I start telling myself that whatever they suggested is just nonsense and that it will never work for me anyways. After some time though, I come around and end up trying it out. This then leads me to my favorite step, where I grumpily accept that it actually, to the surprise of everyone, helped me. And I can proudly say that it has been exactly like that again when it comes to journaling. One of the main reasons why I started journaling was that I often had a hard time falling asleep at night, because my brain kept running from one thought to the next. Especially on days where I've been traveling a lot, tried solving a problem at work, or found a new piece of music and obsessed about it for the entire day. I like to think about journaling as an outlet where I can throw up all my thoughts on a blank piece of paper and afterwards everything feels quieter. At the same time, I have to acknowledge that I was never really good with words. I stumble over myself when writing because I'm already onto another thought, and other times I don't even know how to express that thing I'm feeling right now with words anyway. I had a conversation with a friend about this, and he said that making little drawings of something he experienced during the day made it actually much easier for him to express whatever he felt in that moment instead of writing it out. I heard people saying the same thing about music, how it can be an incredible outlet to express yourself. And then I realized, after an embarrassingly long time, that I have been spending my entire life playing music and expressing myself through that. So it would be quite silly to not leverage that, wouldn't it? So I set myself out to try and accompany my weeks of journaling with piano improvisations every Sunday. And this musical journaling was what eventually turned into the Sunday sessions. All of these pieces capture a collection of moments I experienced over the course of a week. There's one piece that reminds me of one of the most beautiful summer days I ever had in Copenhagen. There's one that reminds me of saying goodbye to a friend who departed on his boat to explore the world. Pieces that sound like, and in some way are, versions of me. And even though I notice I'm already a different person than I was then, I can still recognize myself in them. And now, you're meeting all of these versions of myself too, on here, through this magical frame you're watching this video through. And all of that because I'm bad at writing. And because I guess you all were right, journaling is pretty amazing.